Hey guys, it's Jalen. Welcome or welcome back. I'm here today to share with you my update for Partners in Cream. This is a project that was created by Steph Lyons and Dylan over at Outward Processing, and it's all about using our liquid or cream products. So, what are you doing? What are you doing? So last month I had 5 items that I thought I was going to be able to hit my goal on, and then I rolled in an extra 3 items. No, I think I rolled in a bunch. 5. I think I rolled in 5 additional items, thinking that there were several that I was going to be able to hit my goal on as well. So there's a lot of stuff that's rolling out of this project. So let me share with you what's rolling out, what I finished, and what I hit my goals on. It's very exciting. The first one I have, this is a finished item. This is by Buxom. It's the Plumping Lip Pencil in Dolly Danger. So here it is. I cannot get this. I can't get it out anymore. I sharpened it and finished it up. So this is done. His tail is swishing. That Ziggy. There's like something out there that's Ziggy. Can you guys see that? His tail keeps swishing the curtain. Ziggy. Zigster. Something very exciting is going on outside. What is it? It's something very exciting. Next is by Rare Beauty. This is the Dewy Lip Balm in the shade Sincere. This was lovely. I had this little deluxe size sample and I really enjoyed it. So I finished it all the way. As you guys know, I don't go digging. I did have a little bit left at the tip and I've just scraped it off with my fingernail and applied it. This was really nice. I really enjoyed it. It went with me in like my knitting bag on long flights, and that's how I ended up using it up. This is beautiful. Love it, but glad that it's done. Next, I hit my goal on this. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Highlighter in Flexitarian. This was difficult. This one took me longer than normal for these. It is starting to dry out a little bit and crack, but I can just press this down in here. It's a lovely highlighter, but there's my pan. It's lovely. Lovely. Very intense. I cannot wear this right now. Cannot. Way too bright for me. But this was a highlighter that I used as a base and like a cream highlighter, and I enjoyed using it, but cannot use it now. It's way too light for me. Next up, I finished a concealer. This is by Uoma. It's the Stay Woke concealer in the shade Fair Lady T1. So here is the product, and then I did take out the stopper and clean it out on the inside. This was a nice concealer. It's not as good as I remember. I don't know if this particular tube, there may be like one more use in here, but I don't know if this particular tube was drying out or what. I mean, maybe barely enough for an eye. But anyway, I'll give you a swatch of what the shade looks like. It's very light. It was great for me whenever I was paler. Right now it's way too light for me, but there it is. It's drier than I remember. I'll just say that. It's drier or my eyes, under eyes just have gotten more dry and they're more wrinkly than they used to be. The next thing I finished is a foundation. This is a stick foundation by Lancome. It's the Tint Idol Ultra Wear Makeup Stick. And this is in the shade Buff. 210 Buff. Hey! Always going into the other window. What are you doing? No. Back into the window he goes. Where was I? Okay, so the next item I finished is by Lancome. It's the Tint Idol Ultra Wear Makeup Stick. This is a stick foundation in the shade 210 Buff. I did not go digging in this either because I do not like this product anymore. I used to not mind it, but my skin is just too dry for a product like this. So I did use it all the way to the end. As you see, it's way too light for me now, but I did use it all the way until I couldn't get any more. There's a cat here. But I know if you go digging in these, there's a decent amount of product still left, but I cannot be bothered. I have so many foundations and this is not a favorite. For me, it's not worth going digging. Okay, those were all items that I had in before. Now, a few things I finished that I rolled in last month. This is by Burberry. It's the Fresh Glow Luminous Fluid Base. So I used this as an illuminator when I was traveling. And this was okay. It didn't really wow me. I don't think it really offered much, to be honest. I'm just trying to see if I can get a... Yeah, there's a little bitty sample here. I think it was just... And maybe I wanted it to be something that it's not. But you can see it's very, very... It's not very luminous. So, would not purchase that. Next, I have a lipstick by Tarte. This is a mini of the Color Splash lipstick in the shade Margs. So here is the product, and then here is the shade. So again, I don't go digging. How many times do I have to say it? I'm just putting it over that fluid base because I don't care. There's the shade. This was a really nice shade. I really enjoyed it, but this was a limited edition color. And they never came out with this in a full size. So anyway, I used it up. Yay. Yay me. I had 2 lippies out in this project. Very exciting. The last item that I finished is another deluxe size sample. This is a primer by Becca. The First Light Priming Filter. I freaking love this primer. So sad you can't get any more. I have several like full-size backups, so I don't need it, but I really did enjoy it whenever, or I do enjoy it whenever I use it. It's very nice primer. So those are all the items that I can roll out and that I finished, which is a lot. What, 5, 8? Yeah. Let me share with you what I'm still working on. Let me actually take this stuff off since it's no longer in that project. From Mally, I have the Shadow Stick Extra in the shade Shimmering Mauve. I'm still working on this. I will throw up a picture. I haven't marked it in my book yet, but I did take a look to see how much I've used, and it's pretty consistent. So that's how much is left in here. I would say at least another 3 months of this using it. There were stretches where I didn't use it frequently. There's the product. So I typically will put this on my lids, shear it out, and then apply a glitter glue on top of it to help with shadows adhering. So anyway, still working on this. Next, I have the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream and Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum Foundation. And let me see my progress. I didn't even mark it. Okay, there we are. So that's my progress since the last update. Now this is too light for me now. I'm fairly confident. Like, I haven't tried it yet. There are very few foundations that are working for me right now, and that's still a little bit too light. But what I have done is and that's actually not terrible, to be honest. Like, it could be worse. It's like right here. What I have been doing is actually I pulled, because I literally don't have very many foundations that are working for me. Like, even if I'm not working on it, I looked and I'm like, there's nothing. There's really nothing. So what I did, I went into my samples and I pulled out some foundations that had darker shades. So like this one from Liss, I'm using this as a mixer. That's the only thing I can think of doing. Because I literally have no foundation that matches me. But I don't want to buy anything because it's very, very rare that I get this tan and that I go to the beach like 2 weeks kind of almost in a row. There's no point in me buying a foundation to match my skin tone now because this is very, very rare. But anyway, I think I can potentially use this and just mix a little bit of one of those darker shades in there. But this is this is actually not terrible. So yeah, anyway, using this. Still working on it. I have something, these are the next 3 items, or next 2 are things I rolled in last month. This is by Cover FX. It's like this enhanced click stick in the shade Bubbly. So I'm using this as an illuminator right now. I totally forgot to mark this in my book. So that's how much is left in here. I feel like if I mark it on my cap, it's not going to stay. So I will go ahead and mark it in my book now so that I know how much I've used. I can also go back and look at my last video to see like how tall the product was to kind of determine how much I've used so far. I'm currently just coloring my face with this after I've applied my primer, and that's my illuminating base. So that's how I've been using this. And the last item I have is by Kosas, and it is Kosas. It's the Color and Light Blush and Highlighter Duo, and this is in 8th Muse High Intensity. So I mentioned last month, I feel like this is starting to go off, so my goal is to hit pan. And this is working much better for me now that I'm so dark. It did not work well for me when I was super light, or fair, I should say. So I used this today as my blush base and then highlighter base. The highlighter, to be honest, is not that great of a match. It's still too dark, but the blush was really nice. So I am enjoying using that, but I'm still using the highlighter. I don't know why I just took off all my swatches. I'll just redo that. Okay, there we go. That shows you what the blush and highlighter looks like. Sheared out. So I want to hit pan in one of these. It doesn't matter which one. And I mean, I may continue to use it until I can't use it anymore, but I need to work on this because it's definitely on its way out. I didn't just get anything on my nose today. Okay, so those are the 4 items I'm still working on. So I'm going to roll in one new item. This is just number 5, so we even it out to 5, which is what I originally started with was 5. I'm rolling in a lip pencil. This is by Jordana. It's the Easy Liner for Lips retractable pencil in Rock and Rose. This is an older product, and I always forget about my lip liners. So I just double checked to make sure that none match this color, and they don't. So there's Rock and Rose. So there is that much in here, and I do want to try to finish this. That may be a little challenging because I suck at using lip liners, but I really need to work these lip liners out because I have so many and I forget to use them. So I'm rolling this one in to finish. That is it for my update. I am very excited with all the things that I finished, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to have anything to roll out next month, but if not, I may just roll in a 6th item. We'll see. I am filming this video like 11 days late, but I didn't want so much time to go by without providing an update, and I really wanted to roll in another item. So I'll probably go ahead and update this on the regular time in August, during the regular time in August. But we'll see. I may extend it out a little bit because I'm still trying to catch up. So anyway, that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you're doing well and staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button, and I will see y'all next time. Bye. Look at Marley. He looks like a loaf. Can you see him? Look at him. He's like a loaf down there. Marley, what are you doing? Ziggy's like, pay attention to me. Ziggy! What are you doing, Zigster? What is it? My poor curtains need to be replaced. What is it, Ziggy? Okay. Super exciting. What? His tail keeps swishing the curtain. Ziggy! Sixter! Something very exciting is going on outside. What is it? It's something very exciting. Okay. What was I saying? Lipstick on teeth. Ah! Was there lipstick on my teeth? I'm gonna have to redo that. Okay, bye.